injuries, ejections, depth chart shakeups, and each of them could have a real impact when the games start counting. Today, we're breaking it all down: what happened, what it means, and who's running out of time to make their case. But before we dive in, hit that like button, and if you're new here, subscribe for more Panthers coverage all season long. Let's start with the big man in the trenches. Damian Lewis, the anchor at left guard, is on the shelf. Lewis was one of 3 starters ruled out before Friday's preseason opener against the Browns. And after the game, head coach Dave Canales explained why. He strained his shoulder in the joint practice and wasn't able to finish that day. So we shut him down. He'll be week to week, just kinda as we evaluate his shoulder. It's something that he's gonna have to prove that he gets the strength back and all that stuff. So he's returned to play for us, said Canales. The Panthers signed Lewis in 2024 to a 4-year, $53 million deal, and he delivered, starting all 16 games, earning the highest Pro Football Focus grade of his 5-year career at 75.7. So yes, this is a loss. When asked if Lewis might miss Week 1, Canales didn't hesitate. I hope not. But again, they gave us a week-to-week deal on it. I've known D-Lew for a long time, and he finds his way back on the field. So I'm confident that he'll be able to do that, said Canales. This is the same player who played through a torn elbow ligament last year, missing just 1 game. Toughness isn't the question, but timing is everything. And without Lewis, Bryce Young's protection plan takes a hit. Now, from the trenches to the perimeter, and a situation that had nothing to do with X's and O's. Xavier Legette came into the preseason needing a strong start. But against the Browns, his night ended early, and for all the wrong reasons. After mixing it up with safety Rayshon Jenkins, things escalated. Punches were thrown, and both players were ejected. Legette apologized to fans afterward, but Canales made sure his message was crystal clear. We ask our receivers to finish the play with hands on. He had his hands on the guy the whole time through the echo of the whistle. The guy swung and chopped his arms down, and Xavier just kind of held on to his jersey. Then they started exchanging punches. You can't do that, neither side. Both guys got ejected, rightly so. We can't have that as a part of our game. It's a physical game. Can't handle that. Tempers are going to get hot, but as soon as you throw a punch, all of a sudden we're at a disadvantage. So we want to see better from Xavier for sure, said Canales via Panthers.com. Legette's ejection opened the door for others, and Jalen Coker wasted no time taking advantage. The former undrafted free agent outperformed Legette last season, and he looked sharp again on Friday. For Legette, the message is simple. Control your emotions, or you risk losing snaps, and maybe more. And speaking of losing ground, the battle for depth at cornerback just got a shakeup, and it's not in Shamar Bartholomew's favor. The former Georgia Southern standout had been building momentum early in camp. But against Cleveland, things went sideways. This was a sentiment echoed by Joe Person from The Athletic. The team insider highlighted Bartholomew's struggles throughout the clash. He said, "The 6'1", 200-pounder has been passed on the depth chart by Corey Thornton and didn't do a ton to help his case Friday. In addition to his holding penalty on Trevor Etienne's runback, Bartholomew slipped in coverage on a 19-yard completion in the second quarter. Bartholomew then was a step slow on an in-breaking route by Davis, who pulled in Sanders' 12-yard touchdown pass to give the Browns a 14-7 lead, said Joe Person. It's not over for Bartholomew. The Panthers will need more than 4 corners, and the number 5 or number 6 spot is still within reach. But Thornton's surge is real, and if Bartholomew can't bounce back against Houston, the writing may already be on the wall. So where does that leave us? 1 starter fighting to get healthy in time for Week 1. 1 young receiver learning a hard lesson about discipline. And 1 depth cornerback running out of chances to make his mark. The road to Week 1 is never smooth. But it's in these moments, the setbacks, the competition, the lessons, that a team's identity is forged. Keep pounding.